what's up? It's Evan here again. This is going to be a pretty big HO scale update. As you see in front of me, I have two new engines, and I've done some recent detail work to Metro 163, which is in the background over there. Alright, I'll start the video off by saying the first engine right here is a Kato RTA F40PH number 135. This is a sound and DCC equipped locomotive I traded my friend Seaboard1321 Austin for. Now, what I traded for this engine was I traded a HO scale building, which, by the way, people, I don't do any more trades. I really wanted this engine, but I don't do trades. I also traded him a bunch of HO scale pictures, and sadly, this is the thing I least wanted to trade, my Norfolk Southern High Hood GP40X. I really did not want to trade that, but this engine, when you hear the sounds, you understand why I did. Now, the second engine here is a Werther's Trainline F40PH RTA paint scheme number 138. I bought this at Gary's Hobby Center in Wisconsin when I was hanging out with my friend Ross up there. This engine, it's a Werther's just like my Metro engine. Like I said, it's number 138, and I've done some detail work to it, which I'll show you. And 163 is behind there. Alright, I'll show you the detail work I've done to these two engines, and then I'll come back to the Kato engine. I've also got some new rolling stock, so stay tuned.
Appreciate the one from Assumption. That was really neat.
A little bit more where that came from.
Cool. I never had a chance to bring my camera around. I'm glad someone's documenting.
Paint gun when you're totally out of paint. It's just the first coat anyways.
This is going to go on my RTA 138. Okay, now right here you can see how the job looked when it was finished. Mars Light castings nicely put in place and painted silver. I filled in the indentation on the roof, and I'm going to put a P5 horn up there. I have a beacon for it, which I'll be putting on, and I'll probably put grab irons on it. Here's Metro 163. This thing turned out amazing. I put the Mars Light casting on it, which you can probably tell. I filled in the indentation and built up out of styrene those boxes, so now it's flush with the rest of the cab roof. And I mounted the P5 back on it. Put the beacon back on. I actually drilled a hole in the roof, so I'm going to try to get a micro bulb for that. This engine, all I need to do now is get ditch light and marker light boxes built for the front. Like I said, Buku Trains group really helped me off building the styrene pieces for this, and really helped me off these both projects on 163 and 138. Now this one, I'm going to be detailing this engine to 1985 specifications, so it's not going to have ditch light boxes. It's going to have marker light boxes though. Like I said, I got to further detail the roof, but both engines are coming along pretty good. There's going to be grab irons on both of them soon, hopefully. So thanks for watching the engine portion. Now I'm going to get to the rolling stock portion. Now, rolling stock wise, this is really neat. I got a Florida Tri-Rail Bombardier Athearn HO scale ready to run car also from Seaboard1321. And drum roll please. Finally, I now have a second Metro car, by the way. I've been wanting a second Metro car because of my one car Metro train. I wouldn't even call it a train, it was that short. I mean, two cars still isn't prototypical, but I'm working on getting more cars. The problem with the Metro equipment is just so hard to find. But I'm really happy with this because Austin traded this to me also. Now, what I had to trade for these two cars, I went to Buku Trains and purchased a bunch of buildings. An HO scale fire station, the exact same one I have, and pipe stuff, a downtown building, and a bunch of pictures. I think I traded something else too. But this is a Werther's one. The detail is amazing on it. The interior is great. I'm planning on getting lighting for this and both the Kato one, and getting seated figures for it. This just looks really neat with my Metro train, and I really thank Seaboard1321 for the trade on these cars. Alright, and one more thing, I got this Durango and Rio Grande Western 40-foot cookie box freight car. I think it's a Bachmann. I only paid $3 for it in an antique mall, the Miami Antique Mall, and it has body mounted knuckle couplers. So, yeah, pretty good deal. I just gotta get someone to weather it, but yeah, pretty neat car. Alright, here is my Florida Tri-Rail cab car close up. It's really neat. Athearn did a great job on it. It's number 507. Many separately applied details such as grab irons, windshield wipers, MU cables, and non-operating lights. I plan on drilling out the lights in the future on the front. There's ditch lights down there, marker lights above them, and a headlight. I'd like to wire it up for DCC and get lighting functions for it in the future. The paint scheme on this car is just beautiful. It's got palm trees against the sky. That's just really neat. They have a wonderful paint scheme, Tri-Rail does. The trucks are nicely detailed too. Overall, it's a wonderful car. I really like this. I'd like to get some more Tri-Rail equipment in the future and maybe model even some Tri-Rail, just because I like commuters so much. The horn and the bell are nicely done with a horn cage around it. Got the emergency escape hatch details on it. It even has a full interior, which I'd like to see if there's a lighting kit possible for it. So this is another great trade from Seaboard1321. So yeah. Alright, here it is. It's an HO scale downtown building I bought from Buku Trains. They bought up a guy's layout collection who sadly passed away. And I don't know if they still have any more stuff to sell, but they're sold at flea markets. But since I know them, I got first dibs on the stuff in a way, if you want to call it that. So this building is really neat. I don't know if it's a DPM kit or a Werther's. Either way, it's great looking. It has a nice architecture style on it. It's really neat. It even has a tank in the back. It's just, I'm planning on detailing it even more with putting interior lighting and an interior in it. So this is a nice addition. So yeah, now let's get to the part of running my trains. Alright, here's my Kato RTA number 135 idling. Air compressor just kicked on. Alright, I'll move it for you. Before I move it, let's turn on the lights. Very neat, the number boards light up and everything. And in reverse, you can't really tell. Let me dim the lights. You may be able to tell, but the marker lights appear on in the reverse headlight does. Anyways, this is a sample. This is what the bell sounds like. The bell has to be one of my favorite sound functions. It sounds really good. And here's the horn. This is function number 2. The bell is function 1. Alright. I think 3 is coupler. 4 air compressor or something. 5 is dynamic brake. That's very loud. I'm gonna get one of my friends, Amtrak 66 rail fan, to lower the volume on some of the stuff like that. That dynamic brake is just way too loud. My dad hates how loud this engine is. I try to run it, I always get told to turn it off because that's how loud it is. Function 6, there's no function. Function 7 is grade crossing horn sequence. I'll press it right now. Eight is mute. Alright. 9's on a function, and 10 just turns on off the headlights. Alright, let's move this back with a short nitro train.